Hello my dear friends, welcome to Toppscholars. Today we'll be discussing about concentration of an acid or a base. So friends, what do we exactly mean by a solution? A solution is formed when a solute dissolves in the solvent, which means that if I give you a glass of water and I give you some amount of sugar and I tell you to add the sugar into water and you simply need to stir it. What happens is at the end you get a solution, right? Which means that the solute has dissolved in the solvent. Here, the solute is sugar and the solvent is water. Let's take one more simple example to understand this, right? So here, let us prepare a solution of potassium permanganate. So for this, I need two important components, and that is solute and solvent. So here the solute is potassium permanganate and the solvent is simply water. So potassium permanganate solution is formed by simply mixing the solute, that is potassium permanganate, and solvent water. Remember friends, a solution consists of two components, solute and the solvent. Solute is the component which is present in small proportion, whereas solvent is the component which is present in a large proportion. Remember this, solute is the minor component and solvent is the major component. So solution is made up of solute and solvent. Now friends, what do we mean by concentration of a solution? Now friends, the amount of solute that is present in a given quantity of a solution is something which is called as the concentration of a solution. So what is concentration of a solution? It is the amount of solute in a given quantity of solution. Now friends, depending upon the amount of solute that is present in the solution, we have two types of solution, that is dilute solution and concentrated solution. So let's now discuss what do we mean by dilute solution. Now in dilute solution, there is a very small amount of solute that is dissolved in the solvent. So a dilute solution consists of a small amount of solute which is dissolved in the given solvent. What about concentrated solution? Yes, a concentrated solution will contain a large amount of solute which is dissolved in the solvent. So a concentrated solution consists of a large amount of solute dissolved in the given solvent. Let me make you understand this better by taking a very simple example. So here, as you can see over here, I have two beakers which are filled with the same amount of water, that is 100 ml of water. What I am doing here is, I am going to add small amount of my solute, say salt, in the first beaker, okay? Now, I am going to stir it, right? So, the solute dissolves in the solvent, that is water, and results in the formation of a solution, right? Now, in the second beaker, what I am going to do is, I am going to add a large amount of solute. I am going to add more amount of salt in the second beaker, right? And now, I am going to stir it. So, the solute dissolves in the solvent, that is water, and what I get is, I get a solution, exactly. So, now, if you compare the proportion, the quantity of solute that is present in my solution, it is different, right? The quantity of solvent is same in both the cases, but the amount of solute that is present is different, right? Which means that in the first beaker, if you see, the amount of solute is less, right? Which means that the solution is a dilute solution. As we said, dilute solution contains a small amount of solute, right? Whereas, if I look at the second beaker, that is the second solution, the amount of solute that I added was more, right? So, this solution is a concentrated solution, right? Because we said that a concentrated solution contains a large amount of solute which is dissolved in the solvent. So, this means that depending upon the amount of solute that is present in the solution, we have two types of solution, dilute solution and concentrated solution. Here we saw that the quantity of the solvent we took was the same, but the amount of solute that we've added, that we've dissolved in these two beakers is different, because of which the concentration of these two solutions is different, right? One is dilute solution and the other is concentrated solution. To learn more about this topic, download Toppscholars app.